Maybe you don't even realize it, but most of what you tell yourself during the day is not very supportive. A quiet inner voice, repeating phrases, feelings that keep coming back. And over time, they begin to shape the reality you live in. Not because they are true, but because you repeat them long enough. This is where change becomes possible. Not through force, not through fighting negative thoughts, but through conscious work with what you carry inside. First release, then create. Many people try to use affirmations as a quick fix. They repeat positive phrases, but inside they feel the opposite. And then they believe it does not work. But the problem is not affirmation. The problem is that underneath them, old emotional patterns are still active. Faster EFT points to an important step. First, release what you don't want. Fear, waited, doubt, old stories, emotional imprints. As these begin to dissolve, affirmations stop being just words. They become a real experience. The art of change as a simple process. The process of change is, at its core, simple. It is not a complicated system. It is a natural flow of 3 steps. Release and transform means looking at what weighs on you, writing it down if needed, becoming aware of what you carry, and allowing it to let go. Self-acceptance comes when you stop fighting what you feel, when you allow yourself to be honest, without pressure or judgment. Re-imprinting happens naturally. When the old is gone, space opens for the new. New thoughts, new feelings, a new way of seeing yourself and the world. Affirmations as a new direction. Affirmations are not about lying to yourself. They're about consciously choosing how you want to think and feel. When you say, "I am safe," it is not just a sentence. It is a direction for your attention. But alignment is key. When your body is relaxed and your mind is calm, affirmations begin to settle in. They no longer feel foreign. They become part of your inner reality. It is not about convincing yourself. It is about changing your experience. What you focus on grows. Life tends to amplify what you focus on. If you focus on fear, fear grows. If you focus on lack, the feeling of lack expands. But the opposite is also true. When you begin to notice calm, support, and possibility, your experience starts to shift. Not because the world suddenly changes overnight, but because you are seeing it differently. Self-love as the foundation. Real change does not begin with affirmations. It begins with your relationship to yourself. How do you treat yourself when things go wrong? How do you speak to yourself when you make a mistake? How do you feel when you are not perfect? Faster EFT guides you to be on your own side, even in moments of weakness, even in moments of doubt. And that is where real strength begins. Allow yourself to change. Maybe you no longer want to just survive. Maybe you are tired of being driven by old stories, fear, or inner pressure. Maybe you feel it is time to live differently. Lighter, quiet, more honestly, more peacefully. Faster EFT shows that change is not reserved for a few. It is available the moment you pause, look within, and allow yourself to release what has been holding you. Your thoughts have power. Your emotions have power. But you have even more power than you may realize. You can change how you experience yourself, your past, and your future. And if you feel ready to go deeper and learn how to apply these principles in your life, you can explore materials that will support you on this journey. Enter my store.